Hey guys, Dadtries, and this is Kingdome Come Deliverance. Kingdome Come Deliverance is an open world role playing game, much like Skyrim, much like Oblivion, much like The Witcher, just minus all of the spellcraft, witchcraft, and wizardry, and all of the fantasy aspects. This is really true to history, 15th century Bohemia. Now, you might be saying, Dad, this isn't a new game. This has been out for a long time. And you're right, it has. In fact, this is actually my original Dad game. The first time I bought this game, I was going to take paternity leave when my son was born, and this was going to be the game I played while he napped. So I have been playing this one off and on for about the last 5 years. And the reason why I'm revisiting it, the reason why this is going up on my channel as a review, is because they've actually announced that the sequel to this game is supposed to be launching sometime this year. So I figured that there'd be a little bit more interest in Kingdome Come Deliverance before Kingdome Come Deliverance II comes out. Now, I think my first issue is the naming scheme. I wish they would have called it like Kingdome Come, insert new adjective here, but instead it's just Kingdome Come, Deliverance 2. So, okay, that's fine. Whatever. Call it whatever you want. It's really a lot more about how the game is, how it plays, how it looks, how it feels, things like that. Whatever. I don't really care what they name it, I guess. I would say collectively, I have probably around 70 or 80 hours into the game. I have it on the Xbox. I have it on PC. And first and foremost, it plays fantastic with a controller in mind. They did a really good job. In fact, I actually prefer the controller to the keyboard and mouse, even when playing on my PC. I like to be able to sit back and play with my wireless controller and just relax and play the game. It's a really good role-playing game in that sense where all of your decisions matter and the things you do matter. And with all that being said, the only time that it really makes sense to use the mouse is it makes archery just so much easier if you're using a mouse. The sway with the bow is a little unreasonable. I have shot recurve bows in the past. I don't feel like I sway that much like you do in this game, but hey, it's a mechanic. I guess they didn't want it to be too easy, so that's what it is. The bow mechanics they leave a little bit to be desired. The bow is actually super hard to use in the game. If you have a monitor that has a crosshair built into it, an on-screen display crosshair, I recommend using that. Going back to the controller, that's kind of a nice segue looking at the Steam Deck. And in fact, on medium settings, the gameplay is great on the Steam Deck. It's actually probably going to be one that gets installed and stays installed on my Steam Deck because it really is a very in-depth RPG. There's a lot to be had. I mean, overall content with all the DLCs, which I haven't played all the DLCs yet, but you're probably looking at over 100 hours worth of content, and it runs great on the Steam Deck. I really have no issues. It plays medium settings, and I get 30 to 40 frames a second on the Steam Deck. So there you have that. Great for the Steam Deck. Great to take with you anywheres. It's awesome because you can push the start button, and it's single player, so it is going to pause, and you can come pick it back up literally whenever you want. And the Steam Deck's kind of unique in that sense where you can technically leave the thing running, hit pause, and then just turn it off. Then you can come pick it back up whenever it is you've got more time to play it. One of the biggest drawbacks as far as a game to play as someone with a busy life is the fact that you can't just save it whenever you want. You have to go either find a bed to sleep in for the night and it'll save, or it will save sporadically as you do different quests throughout the game. Else you need to craft these potions that aren't super cheap but not super expensive. It takes a little while to actually brew the potions. The game has an alchemy system that's actually pretty well in depth. It's one of those systems in the game that I really haven't dove into too much. I don't do a lot with the different potions and elixirs that you can make, but I know that the system is pretty wide and you can go down that rabbit hole pretty far. And you actually have to consult the cookbook every time you want to make your potion unless you've memorized it, because if you get it wrong, you waste all your ingredients. The potion recipe that you need to actually save your game, so you have to make your savior schnapps, which that's kind of annoying for me. I need to be able to just hit save and quit. I never know when I'm going to be done gaming. Sometimes I'll play for 10 minutes and I've got to be done. And I don't want to leave my PC running while I'm off out and about chasing kids or whatever it might be, I want to be able to just save it, shut it down, and be done. But with this system, you have to kind of make and manage these save your schnapps. And to get the ingredients, you've either got to buy the ingredients from an herbalist, or you just find them randomly scattered about the environment. Or you keep the one that you get when you first start the game, and there's actually some game files you can modify. If anybody is interested in that, I can dig up the steps to do that. But there's a game file you can modify that actually makes it so that you don't actually consume any of your save your schnapps when you go to save the game, which kind of enables you to scum save. So if you would rather play that way, it's a possibility, but you do have to go in and change some game files, and zip those back up and put them back where they need to go, which honestly is fine. If the game takes updates, you have to go back and fix them, or if you validate your Steam files, it's going to revert those files to how they're quote-unquote supposed to be. So just know that there is a way to change the save system if that's a deal breaker for you, and then just use it however you need to. I mean, it's a single-player game. I mean, what's fun for you might not be fun for somebody else, so do what you want to do. I'm just letting you know, it's you don't have to play by the save your schnapp rules of saving. A couple really nice parts about the game. First of all, graphically it looks great. I mean, the environment is really nice looking. I'm playing on max settings. It looks great. Depending on where I'm at, I get about 90 to 144 frames. That's running at 2K. So I don't really have any complaints visually, except for maybe the foliage. The foliage almost breaks the immersion for me, and I'll show you what I mean by that, but it's certainly not a deal breaker for the game. A lot of the trees and flowers are like 2.5D, whereas if you look at them just the right way, they kind of blink out of existence because they don't have that third dimensional depth. The skill tree is also really good. I mean, the more you do specific things, so the more you lockpick, the more you pickpocket, the more you use your bow, the more you use a shield, the more you jump and sprint, the better you get at those things, and you can unlock new perks with them. So I really like that system. I know Kingdom Come Deliverance is not the first game to utilize that system, but I'm happy it's here. I feel the pretty steady progression, I guess, in my character as it goes. I think I'm like mid-level. I want to say max is 20. I've never hit max level. I probably won't, but I don't know. The progression feels good. For a game that's been out for just about 6 years now, it's not without its issues, which, I mean, some issues are to be expected, but some things are maybe just kind of ingrained too far deep in the code of the game, like the wildlife is a little janky sometimes. The AI is spotty, hit and miss. Sometimes the AI is real dumb, and there's also just other random weird things that have happened while I've been playing the game. None of these have which been deal breakers for me. I'm really enjoying the game. Like I said, I've probably got 70 hours into it, so even at full price at $30, it's still definitely worth it to me. But with its sequel right around the corner, I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes on sale again. I was checking out the Steam database page, and it's actually due for a sale. In fact, almost overdue for a sale. And when it does hit sale, it goes down to like $6. So if you wait for probably just a few more weeks, honestly, when they start hyping up Kingdom Come Deliverance II, I bet this game goes right back down to $6. I bet they make a bunch of sales on it to hype up the sequel. So be on the lookout for that. If you can pick this game up for $6, absolutely. And again, even at $30, it's a good game. I think you'll like it. That's it for me. Leave me a comment. I really, really enjoy all the interaction I get from everybody. I really appreciate all the support, all the encouraging comments. I even appreciate some of you salty ones out there who tell me I don't know how to play video games because, you know, a lot of times I don't. A lot of times I do not have time to learn or be good at the games. I'm just out here to have a good time, and I'm trying to help you find the games that you're going to have a good time with as likely a casual parent gamer. That's just the way it is. Embrace it, friends. Have a great rest of your day.
Let's get out of here! Everybody back! Bring it back, Green Ramen! Smash down that gate!
together and hold the line. Hold your ground.